I think they're gonna take it easy. If they win, which I think they will, unfortunately, maybe a one. It's gonna be a 2-1.
2-1
2-1
Sundowns.
Mamelodi Sundowns. Kaizer Chiefs will get an early goal, ruffle the feathers, but I think Sundowns will do what Sundowns does best. It's not even going to be a thing of Kaizer Chiefs are going to perform badly. It's just it's going to be overwhelming for them. Yeah, that's
anything can happen, but winning for us never says he said a miracle. You can escape with a draw. Yeah, but winning for Kaizer Chiefs is not going to happen. So Kaizer Chiefs 1.
Sundowns 3.
Yes, Sundowns 3, Kaizer Chiefs 1.
Wow.
Number of players that the scout of Mamelodi Sundowns managed to find those players. For me, I think we'll lose this one by 2-1. It's just a deja vu of last season, how they defeated us at the very same Moripe Stadium. So for us, Kaizer Chiefs fans, also I'll plead with them that whatever outcome, they must just take it, and they mustn't take it personal by throwing objects inside the pitch. But we all know Mamelodi Sundowns are just in scintillating form.
First time I hear Kaizer Chiefs fans saying they're gonna lose to Sundowns. I mean, that's a fair and honest prediction right there. And I know other ambitious Kaizer Chiefs fans will say, no, Leo's not serious and all that. But we're talking reality here. We've seen how Sundowns are playing and how Chiefs are playing. But such games you never predict.
It's gonna be interesting. But I see Sundowns scoring more than 4 goals. If they may get 1 goal.
So are you saying you're gonna win 5-1?
Yeah, 5-1 is possible. It's possible 5-1. Once we score.
No, thank you so much.
If we score first,
yeah.
5-1.
Yeah.
I don't see Kaizer Chiefs scoring. We will win 2-0.
Sweet and short.
Yes.
No. Hello and welcome to Ngoten Shop I channel. Thank you so much for joining us. Please, if you haven't subscribed, just click the subscribe button and help us reach 10,000 subscribers. We are now on 9,600 and we are just left with only 400. Just be a part of the history and help us reach 10,000 subscribers. We're going to talk about the build up for the upcoming match, the big match between Mamelodi Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs. It's another sold-out affair. It's going to be played at Moripe Stadium on the 1st of March, Saturday, at 3:30. So yeah, thank you so much, Fafetu, for making sure that you join us. With me here, I've got 4 gentlemen, soccer enthusiasts, and they love soccer, and they are good analysts of football. They don't just love soccer, but then they also know how to analyze football and all that. I'd like to ask them to introduce themselves one by one. Start with Neo. Neo, my brother, good evening.
Good evening, Mabo. Good evening to the panel, and good evening to all the subscribers and the viewers who are yet to subscribe.
Yeah. Can you please introduce yourself? Tell us what's your name, where do you come from, so that our viewers can know who we're talking to.
Thank you very much. I go by the name of Neo Tokwa, sports guy Neo for those who know me. All the way from the East Rand, Kosi lover, also football analyst at heart, and a passionate lover of the game. Peace to meet you guys.
There you are. Thank you so much, Neo. Thank you very much. Welcome. As always, I really appreciate your presence here. Johannes, can you please introduce yourself?
Let me greet you and also the subscribers, and as Neo just said, and the viewers as well. So thanks for having us. So the name is still Mutiba Johannes Peter, all the way from Seshego in Polokwane, but currently analyzing sports and overall, but mostly into football.
Yeah, thank you so much, Johannes. You are also welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining us. Madume, can you please introduce yourself to our viewers at home?
Good evening to you, my brother Tulani, and good evening to all the panel and the subscribers. Okay, Matumi Pecha originally from Matox, but now residing at Mogali City. Mamelodi Sundowns supporter. Gauteng South.
Kabuyelo. Thank you so much, my
Yelo.
brother. Hey, Tada. Glenn, can you please come in also and introduce yourself?
Good evening, everyone.
Okay, you can come in.
I'm Glenn,
Yeah.
the Sundowns supporter. I'm from Bichegas. It's around Timbisa.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Glenn. Welcome also.
And we also have Elliot. Elliot, my brother, can you please introduce yourself to our viewers and also to our panelists?
The host, Ngawa, and guys in the panel. Yeah, my name is Elliot Madasela, known as Elliot Wasara, from Limpopo, place called Lagailabatu in Polokwane. Yeah, for the team I support, my own team, my original team is Kaizer Chiefs and Limpopo teams.
I can see that. I can see that, you are disguising there. I thought we are supporting Pirates. I see, black and red there.
No. It's Kalim Black. Hey, no.
All right. No, thank you so much, Elliot. And welcome also. And thank you to everyone who is here. And I really, really appreciate your presence. And I hope this is going to be a fruitful one. Looking forward to the big one. I know previously in our last episode, we touched on the Soweto Derby. We also touched on Pirates Sundowns, and it was a successful one. And today, I'd like us to touch on Sundowns versus Kaizer Chiefs. This is going to be a big one. If you can check Sundowns, they've been winning
week in, week out. And look at the gap between them and Orlando Pirates. They are on 15 points. Clear. Even though Orlando Pirates, they're still having some games in hand. Game in hands are not points, but I think this coming game against Kaizer Chiefs is going to be a big one, because of if they can win that one, they'll be 18 points ahead. And it's going to be difficult, for Pirates to catch up there, with Chiefs and Sekhukhune also are coming, at the back, and other teams. It's going to be difficult, for them, to catch up on Mamelodi Sundowns. But Neo, can you please just give us your take on this upcoming game?
Thanks. Well, you hit the nail on the head with regards to this encounter, especially happening at the Lucas Moripe Stadium. I think the last time these two teams were there, you guys can fact check me, but then I think it was during the days where there was no spectators allowed. And therefore, we played twice. One being they beat us 2-0, but then there was a time where we also won 2-1. That's the last time I think we Kaizer Chiefs had played and won against Sundowns. Serginho scoring that first half, and then the surprise element of Kaizer Chiefs turning fortunes at that second half, up to 2-1. So, look, what I like about this game is all the cards are favoring the Sundowns name, the Sundawana nation, which I think Chiefs rather thrives in being the underdogs than when they are being favorites, because when they're favorites, then they come to complacency, and then therefore they creep under pressure. And this new Sundowns loves to give you that chance to be like, have the ball, shine it, but we won't warn you when, but as soon as we do it, they will slaughter you. And when they do, then it's like you don't know where it went wrong. So that's why I like it that it's in this way, because usually in these kind of games, Chiefs hold their own. And I think in this kind of encounter, they really need to hold their own to avoid embarrassment, and could add a surprise element to this Betway Premiership, which we would love to see a surprise element come the end of the season.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Theo. It's going to be a tough one, during COVID, that's about more than 4 years ago, and you can see that even like the Kaizer Chiefs squad has changed dismally. Even Mamelodi Sundowns squad has changed, and not only the players, but also the coaches have been changed. Kaizer Chiefs changed about more than 3 coaches, in these past 3 years. So it's going to be a tough one, but I'm also looking forward, to that one. Yeah, I'd like to mix. Let me just go to Matume, Sundowns fan. Just tell us your take on the upcoming game.
My brother, on this upcoming game, it's going to be a very, very difficult game.
Yeah.
Yeah, on paper, they say Sundowns is going to win, but it's not going to be like that. We are going to fight. I think Chiefs is going to give us a very tough game. And we've been performing well. Yes, we know that. And we've got a good coach that we know he can change things.
Yeah.
But overall and all, it's going to be a tough game, and we're going to win.
It seems like you're skeptical a little bit, but
no, I'm confident.
Yeah.
I'm confident we're going to win. It's going to be a tough one. Yes, I know. We are not going to be like a walk in the park like Rashapa for more than that. No, we are going to win maybe with a little margin. Maybe 2-1 or 3-1, maybe the highest. Yes.
Oh no, all the best. Johannes, Mamelodi Sundowns scored 16 goals in February, and they've won, with 4-4-4 in each game, including on the Pirates. They started with Golden Arrows 4-0 on the Pirates 4-1, Chess Galaxy 4-1, and on Wednesday it was 4-2 against United. Do you think they are going to continue that streak?
I'm not so sure if the game between them and Marumo Gallants played this month, where they won 3-1. They have to come back from behind and manage to win 3-1. So we're talking about a free scoring side, a side which very difficult, especially when they play at home. So we're talking about a team here which is unbeaten at home. And as you know, the goalkeeper, the Doniso Nyango, was suspended, so he's coming back from suspension. And I was speaking with Matome earlier, saying that, hey, I hate this stats of saying Ronan Williams, ever since he joined Mamelodi Sundowns, has never lost against Kaizer Chiefs. So with which I don't like that state, but then we don't have a choice. So hopefully, if his injury is anything to go by, so I foresee Janice Onyango getting a start. So like Neo has rightfully said, we last defeated them at the Loftus Stadium 2-1. So whereby in the first round they won 3-0 at FNB Stadium. I still remember there was a penalty which was conceded by Itumelong Kune where he tackled Josh Maluleka, and there was a Temba Zwane slotting that ball in the back of the net. So, but having seen that, and as we know, last season we also went to Lucas Moripe, but unfortunately, Brendan Peterson was just our downfall because he dished out a man of the match performance. But with that error, where I felt we could have gotten a point from Ashley Dupree's equalizer. So we managed to lose the match from his error, but had the game ended 1-1, hopefully would have been a man of the match, just like he did in the MTN 8 when we played them at FNB 1-1 as well. And then second leg again, he made under, we lost 2-1. So at the very same Lucas Moripe. So we are just familiar with Lucas Moripe, but then it's going to be a tactical game because of, if we can check at Kaizer Chiefs, we are also wounded of the fact that we are thrashed 4-1. You can see that as Pretoria 4-4 all the way. So from SuperSport United. So, and another pressure is that we just need to win our game or get something because we've been dropping within the top 8. So as you know, our coach Nasreddin Nabi has been very inconsistent, which currently, after having gone to position 5, we are currently at 8th. So we don't need to make sure that we drop points against the star-studded members, which are in red hot form for me. So I think for me, if we are to approach that game, I wish if we don't allow them to play because they're very dangerous in the middle of the park. So I see our coach going to overload the midfield where he might introduce the likes of Sponseni Tetwa, Chabotele. So for us to, I think we might play on transition, judging from how we've got speedy players whom I'm not so sure about the fitness here, Ashley Dupree, where I realized that Mamelodi Sundowns has only one weakness, which if you can just utilize our chances so well, we can be able to punish them. They like to play high line, of which I was so disappointed with Pule Modi, where he seemed to be finding himself in good positions, but his finishing is very, very questionable. Where at some point I felt that the coach is starting to get impatient with him, so he must just fix that, because him and Ashley Dupree are very quick. I think on transition we can trouble Mamelodi Sundowns. It's all about us taking our chances, because we've got so many weaknesses. Like we've said before, that at left back and right back we are very shaky, and we are very curious that is Refrosler going to play at left back, because it seems like Esmilson Dove hasn't been registered yet. So which means it's either Refrosler, and then I'm not so sure at right back will they introduce Zitakwinika or Dylan Solomons. So because of our central pairing as well, at some point I feel our midfielders also must come to the party. It's not about Thabo playing alone. So every opportunity that we get, we must just make sure that we utilize it. Failure to do that, then I don't know, because there's been so much that has been going on, as the coach has been putting himself under pressure by not winning games. But that game against SuperSport, I was so disappointed. From Bruce Voma as well, he's never vocal, doesn't organize his defense well, although at some point he saved us from blushes. So, but we need to get something in this game.
Yeah, thank you so much, Johannes. It's going to be a really tough one, and you can check Kaizer Chiefs, Bra Elliot. They are a true reflection of soccer. They win some, they draw some, they lose some. It's what's happening, week in, week out. They haven't won 3 games in a row. It's either they win 2 games, and then fans become excited. You could even see even the management, going down, at Cape Town. He was, so excited with that win, against also the free agents. He was so excited. And then afterwards, it was SuperSport. It went down again. So do you think this inconsistency will kill Kaizer Chiefs come the 1st of March?
Yeah, 2010. I think we have played a game before this game of Sundowns. Just unfortunately, after I lost from SuperSport, we couldn't play.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the boys are mentally or physically. Are they okay? I don't know if Dube is okay, because we need that kind of a guy Dube to challenge Mamelodi Sundowns defense. I'm surprised Matome is not convinced about the Sundowns playing. When the Sundowns is so hot, if you can wake up me and say play Sundowns, I'll say, hey, do not let me sleep. Because that team is very hot. I saw them yesterday. Those guys are unstoppable. I'm scared to play against Sundowns on Saturday. I don't know who's gonna stop. We just want to make sure that they don't score that 4. We just want to make sure that 4 is because this guy's 4x4, 4x4. Now we are tired of 4x4. We just have to. The problem with Kaizer Chiefs, we are not consistent, as we said. We are having a problem. Chop and change of the coach. I don't know what's happening. He's been there. He doesn't have a starting lineup. It's a big problem. If you could check, we have the left back that is Happy Mashian, that can just use that boy and give that boy confidence to gel with those guys at the back. Chop and change. The next thing, Marte go in the middle of the park. That guy, we don't need Marte on that kind of a game. It's the weakness person to be in the field. So at least you can make sure in the middle of the park we are strong, so that we can just make sure that we destroy Mamelodi Sundowns, because Mamelodi Sundowns on the middle of it are very strong. So we must make sure that Rivero does not get those free passes and make those free passes. But if we can allow him to do those things, we are dead. We can get more goals, and that will embarrass us. I mean, Sundowns, El Cruci, you can check. It's been a while. I hear Neo said COVID. When was COVID? This is a real serious stuff, man. I need those guys. They need to just come with a plan B. Surprise Sundowns. At least we can come with a draw on that game. But to win that game, it will be a miracle, my brother.
Thank you so much. He says it will be a miracle. Yeah, I understand. Currently, Kaizer Chiefs fans will never be confident, going to play with Mamelodi Sundowns. And we know Kaizer Chiefs, has been struggling against Sundowns. Even I remember at FNB Stadium, they were supposed to come back, with a draw, 2-2 draw, which was denied, by the referee at the end. Since then, nothing happened. Calling Black Label, there was hammered. They came back again. They were hammered. So it's a big problem. I'm trying to ask myself, Ore, now who's going to stop Ribeiro at Kaizer Chiefs on the first?
I think Matum and Glenn would be very confident in the sense that, one thing for sure is already they diamond. So from centre back, Suarez already is going to be a problem. What an acquisition Sundowns have got there. I think maybe this season, just because he's still acclimatizing, we're not going to see it. But I think already those who are true lovers of the game can already see the quality that he brings in. Then as you branch into your diamond, you've got your Allende, you've got Mokwena, and then you've got Barrow who can cut in. And so there's a lot of that. That's going to be like basically the job is going to be cut out for Kaizer Chiefs. But I think more importantly, I think it's the system that Kaizer Chiefs have to employ to stop the guys more than anything. The thing what I liked about that Super Sport game, it exploited something that has actually been existing for a long time. And that is because Kaizer Chiefs aren't in the recent years traditional ball playing players. They are hit and run attacking kind of football. So the advantage now is that they play very wide to exploit many spaces for them to cut into. So a team like Sundowns, who are very, very strong in ball position, basically they don't have as much options because yes, there's a lot of gaps, but then there's a lot of cover. So I think Kaizer Chiefs need to make sure that they stick to their game, to their strength. They should try play something that isn't their gameplay. Sometimes I make a joke sometimes that our midfield, you think that they play with Timberland boots because every time they trap the ball, it bounces all the other way. It's only Kile who you can see can absorb and hold the play. So, given what Mudiba has also just mentioned about over the past 4, I think Kaizer Chiefs just have to really stick to their game, learn that Super Sport game, especially that gap. I don't really see it as a weakness more on the wing backs. But I think it's because we're too spread out. Because if you look at those goals that they conceded against Super Sports, it wasn't necessarily the wing backs, but it was the space between the wing backs and the centre backs. So both left and right, they cut in through there, and because they don't have the pace to cover those spaces, that's how they got exploited. And if we're not careful enough, Ribeiro can ask Pirates. Pirates saw what Ribeiro did with that space, given that. So, but I think Sundowns really, really have a lot in their caliber that just worrying about one player is futile for us. Yeah,
exactly. Very tough. Now, I mean, Matume, you have got that good squad. It's a headache for the coach, I think. To select, the starting lineup. But we'll come to that. As a Sundowns fan, who do you think might trouble Sundowns from Kaizer Chiefs on Saturday?
There is this guy called Shawalala. It's a problem, that one.
Yeah.
If they can start with that guy, we're going to have a problem here and there because he's quick and he's skillful. And then let this young man, what do you call it, Villagazi.
Yeah,
that guy is very good, to be honest, and his pace. We might struggle a bit at the back because of his pace.
Yeah,
I think from those two, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, it's unfortunately with Villagaz, it seems like Nari doesn't want to give him a chance.
Maybe it can be given this time.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
only
but if
says
it's
that
not given, it's a bonus for us. And then when it comes to us, I think attack Yarona, Shasha will like to shine. He would like to catch up with those 2 goals that he shot.
yes.
And he likes scoring against Kaizer Chiefs. And he will do the same. I think he will shine on this one.
Yeah.
As for Ribeiro, yes, for Ribeiro, he might give us a game. We can play. He will give us a time. But when it comes to goals, I expect Shasha and Reyners to score.
And Reyners.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are lethal. Those ones, if we can check, I was watching, their game against Kukune, and Coach Miguel, he made sure that, he goes all out,
His movement, yeah.
He put, Ribeiro, Reyners, Shalile, and it worked for him.
And remember one other thing, those who are under pressure now, it's Kaizer Chiefs, because they are not winning.
Yes.
And
yes.
we cannot say Sundowns is under pressure. It is not under pressure. We got points. We don't care about them. We got points. Then, Chiefs is under pressure. And if they try to play pound to pound, they will suffer. Maybe they can play on transition. Yeah, they might manage here and there.
But Matume, I don't think you need those points. Can just give Kaizer Chiefs the straight point.
We do. We do. We want to kick those who are at the back because they still believe. Although I don't see them getting that chance, but they still believe.
Yeah, put a B team, man. Oh.
Elliot, there's no B team here. When it comes to Kaizer Chiefs versus Mamelodi Sundowns, those are the real bragging rights more than the Soweto derby lately.
Exactly.
No, like let us give us February in the goalkeeping department. Give us those guys that are not playing. That's why I'm calling them big team, so that we can collect 3 points. I mean, 15 points on the Pirates. Those guys don't catch you guys. Don't worry about Pirates. Give us the game. We need to go up.
Elliot, the problem with Kaizer Chiefs is that you give them those 3 points, they waste them in the next game. They're not consistent, as I say.
The problem is us supporters. When Kaizer Chiefs win 2 games, we started making noise. We confuse those players.
We want Real Madrid there. Yeah, Glenn, welcome back. Who do you think will win you the game on Saturday?
On Saturday, it's going to be a great game and it's going to be very much interesting. And I'm happy, but in the meantime, I'm really worried because of this. And then another thing is that Pirates Chiefs Sundowns. I think one of Pirates if I'm Chiefs that spirit. Roberto Mogare, you will win the game, and Adams. If we can have Roberto, Adams, and Marcelo, and as well as it's gonna be difficult for Chiefs to function. And then if you check, they're talking about Chabalala. Yes, Chabalala is good, he's running, he's doing well, but he doesn't have support in the middle. And then in front, who are you gonna put? Because of we have Soares. I think we're gonna play with Soares and Grant Kigan, if not mistaken, and Kulusumuda who is back, or Morena is also back, and then I feel so and then Chivsi Morar. It's a problem because I know Nabi will play much, which is gonna be -1 problem for Sundowns. So it's gonna be very much interesting, but in the meantime, I'm worried because of, if you check, yesterday we played well, but our own defender and our own goalkeeper, we give like a cheap goals. If you check the goal that was considered against what do you call not Golden Arrows, I mean Cheers Galat, the one that we beat them for. Look that goal. It was a cheap goal. Yesterday, our goalkeeper let us down, but I think Dennis Onyango will be back. But if William can be on the post, I feel so. I see a heavy score. Coming. But I'm really worried because of the other thing that worries me, that guys, It's those who don't have ticket, guys. Let us not go to the stadium and buy a ticket outside. I know people want to benefit from that, and I'm sorry for talking about it. But I think for the safety arena, because of we know that that stadium is too small, it cannot accommodate us. So if we don't have ticket, let's encourage other people who don't have ticket to say, guys, it's fine. We can watch it on TV. We can go to a town or somewhere, then we organize it, and then we go and we watch it. I think it will be much better because of I'm really, really worried about it. But anyway, it's gonna be very much interesting game, and Sundowns is we're going to enjoy because of another thing is that Chiefs won't play. They won't sit low block. They won't do low block. They will want to go and play. So that's where the Sundowns is gonna marinate them. That is where we're gonna enjoy them if they're gonna play. But if they can low blow and wait for the counter attack, yeah, they can get a goal. But it's gonna be difficult for them. So I'm looking forward for that game. It's gonna be very much interesting, that game, I promise you. Thank you.
Interesting.
Tell us about that strategy that you used to buy ticket, guys, because now we don't have ticket. The strategy.
I think we need a system that will maybe limit people to buy more tickets. Because of, like, if you check now, many people have, I know someone who buys 100 tickets, and then that person will go to the stadium and sell it, Boma 150 or 100 rand or something. Yes, we understand that, or maybe you want to benefit, but at some point it kills those who want to go to the stadium. So I think the system that we are using in our country to buy tickets, it's failing us. So I don't know what can we do, but I think we need to, maybe what we can do, because of already we have the problem. The solution that I think the solution can be, let us organize it maybe on the tavern or the club. We can organize that, or maybe we can go to maybe Wall of Task. They do have that screen, or Kayalam, they do have a screen, so that maybe we can go there and watch the game, so that many people won't go to the stadium, because that stadium is too small. And then check the upcoming game, 50 million. I'm really worried about the ticket, because of, I think that one, the ticket will be sold out within maybe 2 hours. So it's gonna be tough even also.
Yeah, true, Glenn. This system that they are using now, it's not really helping out, because it promotes black market, if you can, like, for the lack of a better word. Previously, we used to be allowed to buy only 4 tickets, and you'll be requested, to bring your ID for you to buy those 4 tickets. But then now, you can buy 100, can buy 1,000 tickets at once. And I've seen videos, trending, of people, buying and posting those tickets, on their social media. Remember, even with Pirates games at the Nedbank Cup, MTN 8 and all that, you could see, people, buying all those tickets, and you find that, other people, other supporters are not, getting the chance of buying them. And unfortunately, our country is not, serving us, well, when it comes to making sure that, they care there, because of, if indeed they want to protect that from happening, the black market, they are supposed, to deploy the police around the stadium to say, everyone who's found selling those tickets, there must be a certain, fine that they must, pay, or any conviction that they must, point to that particular person. But then with South Africa, I mean, a lot of people know that getting away with that, and we're always talking about that every time. Look at what happened at FNB Stadium. More than 20,000 tickets were fake tickets, and had the VOC didn't protect us and make sure they open only 70,000 for only 70,000 tickets. we would have seen something else. The next Ellis Park disaster would have happened there. But I've seen stadium management. They've introduced a new ticketing system. Let's hope it will definitely help. Yeah, going.
I just want to second that. Remember that some people, they will be selling a fake ticket on the stadium, and then if the game can start, and then really some people are outside, and if any team score, everyone will want to go there, and then it's gonna cause a stamping, and it's gonna create a lot of problems. So I think these things of selling, people must go and we buy ticket at the stadium. No, even as the supporters, we must encourage each other not to go there and buy the ticket. If we can stop that, and then a person will know, I buy 100 tickets, no one's gonna buy it at the stadium, then that's gonna be much better. No one will go and buy a lot of tickets. So I think it can help us too much. Thank you.
Exactly. No, thank you so much, Glenn. And to our viewers at home, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure that, if you haven't subscribed, just click the subscribe button and help us reach 10,000 subscribers. I'm checking now, I can see we're on 9,800 subscribers. We're only left with 200 subscribers. So it's really a pleasure, to have people like you. And thank you so much for making sure that you subscribe. And yeah, I think maybe in a week or two we'll be on 10,000 subscribers. Neo, can you please come in? Who do you think can maybe make changes at Kaizer Chiefs, on Saturday? I can see there's, there are injuries and all that, but who do you think can make things happen at Kaizer Chiefs on Saturday that can give Kaizer Chiefs fans a hope?
Yeah. Look, I think one, the Sereno red card really was a huge blow. And I feel for him and sentiments for him, because you could see that, okay, fine, yes, maybe the first yellow card, yes, maybe it was a bit malicious, but then the second yellow card, really, the referee, it was hard done by. But I think Lilepo, or aka Lollipop, really become the star or the fan favorites in recent games.
Yeah.
He's someone that can exploit a lot in that defense, as much as we hail Suarez for the command that he has and his ball control and skill. But he is still trying to get synergy with who he's paired with, whether it's Ukekana or Lebusa. But I think that is something that Lilepo can really, really exploit, especially if your Sundowns players play with, your fullbacks who play a high line. So I think he can really, really turn a good fortune. I'm worried about the midfield. I think they could be, suffocated a lot. But if they can hold their own, then I think the Kaizer Chiefs attack can stand a chance. Remember, Sundowns has been leaking goals over the few games. I'm trying to remember when was their last clean sheet, but they have been leaking goals. Maybe the last clean sheet was in the Nedbank Cup game, and again, that was not a Premiership side, so you can't really hold it to fort. But nonetheless, I think for the fact that they have these issues, it's going to give Kaizer Chiefs at least a bit of hope that they can be goals scored and goals win matches at the end of the day. If they were on a clean sheet run, then we would have been more worried. But I think, as I said, Lepo is going to be someone who can spearhead, and something that Sundowns fans should really look into coming into this game. Yeah.
Beautiful, Neo. Johannes, I think Johannes is freezes the game. Are you still there, Johannes? Okay. No, let's go to Elliot. Elliot, we have got 3 new players. Neo just mentioned Lepo, and there's Pele, there's also Morris. When Kaizer Chiefs, lost to Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates, some of them, they were not there. Especially Morris was not there. Do you think having them in the squad on Saturday can give you hope there and then?
Yeah, Jonathan. As I said, we should have got at least a warm-up game before Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yeah.
But let's see, man, on Saturday. But Lepo, I believe in that guy. Is good. No said it is good, man. He's dribbling. You know how to hold the ball. You know. As for Morris, I'm not sure about him, but he's better than Chivaviro.
Yeah.
We can be positive about it. If you have him and Lepo in front, something's gonna happen. And I just hope look who's it? What do you call this guy? He's missing goals. Moody. Moody. Yeah, you see if Moody can have that thing of taking chances.
Yeah.
Then we can have something, man. Because Moody is good in dribbling and he can pass, but finishing is poor. But if we can work on that finishing, I see something happening. And then in the midfield, we have Ukele. And then if we introduce at least, let's bring Muthetwa, not Mart. Coach, please, not Mart. Not on this game. If you want supporters to get angry, you must bring that guy Mart. Mart is not good for this kind of a game. So this game, we need to win it in the midfield. That's the way. If we can just destroy Sundowns in the midfield, make sure that those passes are not going. Like if you, I don't know if they'll change to Hapala Morena and bring Kulisi. But if Kulisi, that guy, Kulisi is good. You know, he can attack, he can defend. But if you can have Morena, at least you can have some chances of attacking because Morena go there and then doesn't come back quick. Then you can utilize on that. But as for Kaizer Chiefs, man, I'm not sure, man. I love this team, but for winning that game, it will be a miracle, man. The way Sundowns were playing. And going back to the single ticket, I think they really need to come with the strategy to the ticket. Because even yesterday, I experienced that in Peter Mokaba Stadium. There was this guy was selling ticket, and the security got him, you know, and the security didn't even want to know how to act. And I told them this kind of thing. If you get somebody selling the ticket, let the police handle it because we are not trained for that. Because these people are trained the ticket, no,
yeah.
They sell compliment. I mean, you give the person complimentary ticket. The next thing is selling it. What is that? You know, we need to learn as supporters. I mean, we know we are struggling financially. We are struggling, but we cannot sell those tickets, guys. For complimentary, just. But this thing of selling the ticket in the stadium is giving us problem. They scratch it and then we sell the bad tickets before we come to the stadium. Then I think it will clear this thing of ticket issues because it's very stressing, very stressing.
Yeah, too much. Thank you so much. I just hope maybe PSL and also our SAPS can work together with stadium management to make sure that they care there because of it's really killing a lot of supporters. Supporters who are coming from Cape Town, Durban, all over the country, in Africa, around Africa, Botswana, Swaziland, they are coming here. Some of them, they don't have tickets. They have traveled, use their own money to come here and then you come and sell the 40 rand tickets, 150 rand. So it's really unfair. Johannes, welcome back. What's your take on Mart versus Mtetwa?
The difference is that with Mart, yes, he's got those nice passes, but at some point he doesn't maintain his presence as a captain. So he needs to show to us that he wasn't elected captain by fluke because I haven't been impressed with him. So and at some point I don't understand who's supposed to hold and who's supposed to attack. So with Bongiseni Mtetwa, yes, he's a good destroyer, but at some point when we get to start some build-ups, he always like to play back passes, of which I don't like in these either back passes or side passes, whereas he must try to play those forward passes as we need them. So, but against Mamelodi Sundowns, it's not going to be easy. And one thing also I'm worried about is that our players, they always freeze a lot, especially those young players. Because when we played in that Kali Knockout Cup, I wasn't happy with the likes of Sam Kelozwani, Wandile Tuba, Jabulo Blom who conceded a penalty as well. So that's where our youngsters are afraid to play. Whereas, which means experienced players must come to the party. Like only earlier stated that Pulemodi, if he gets those chances, he must just convert them because of he always finds himself in good oppositions to punish oppositions, but this finishing is always had to be desired. So that's something that he needs to work on because I realized that in that game against Supersport, the coaches were impatient with him, of which it was reasonable because of even against Orlando Pirates, he got a one-on-one sitter, which I still ask myself, how did he miss that? And also decision making, very selfish at some point, which is something that he needs to work on, where to release the ball on time. So, but speaking of Yusuf Martin, Tetra, I always sometimes get confused as to who's destroying and who's attacking. And you must also make sure that you play according to the culture of the club. Whereas, if I can take you last season when we were thrashed 5-1 by the very same Mamelodi Sundowns at FNB Stadium, I was surprised to see Kevin Johnson playing him at right back, of which I've never seen that or him playing right back. So I was questioning the coach decision as well. Yes, I understood that we were down to 10 men after Ben Musimango's red card. So I was questioning that. So I think Yusuf Mart one must be sacrificed because when I watched him also against Supersport United, he got a ball where how do you shoot as if you are playing a rugby? So you must just put the shot and target first the goalkeepers to work. That's where I was against Yusuf. So, but in that game, I think it's going to can start with Tabot Kwele, and let's see how it takes us because I'm worried about our youngsters. Our youngsters, they always freeze against Mamelodi Sundowns, of which I don't know why are they not afraid to. Why are they afraid to play? Because you'll see on Saturday the likes of Jaden Adams, they will be comfortable. They will play. As you know, Mamelodi Sundowns have got this powerful structure, the depth of the squad, who are players who are capable of playing. You are Asas Saleh. I saw him scoring a brilliant goal from outside the box yesterday, of which our defenders must just be careful. But Yusuf Mart, the combination is just not working. One of them must be sacrificed.
Yeah, one of them must be sacrificed. Going to be a tough one, and they can't play at the same time, both of them. But let's wait and see. I mean, Kaizer is doing a good job in the center. I'm not sure about Zwane if he's going to be fit for that match, but it's going to be a tough one. You look at your left back. I don't know if you're going to start with Cross or you're going to start with Mashiane. So it's going to be a tough one.
I'm thinking that the coach might say, let's just sacrifice Rifrosla at left back because of at right back is always exposed by Mamelodi Sundowns. And if you check those goals that we've considered against Mamelodi Sundowns, majority of them they're coming from the left side where Bradley Kloss has been operating. So I heard Matume earlier, he mentioned that Peter Shalulile likes to score against Kaizer Chiefs, and he forgot to mention Lucas Ribeiro Costa as well because of in that game that we lost 2-1 last season, he also scored. And then when they defeated us 5-1, he also scored. Even this season recently, he scored a brilliant equalizer in the where they won 2-1. There was an equalizer that he scored. So he always also scored against Kaizer Chiefs, of which our defenders must just make sure that they pressurize the ball because I don't like them to see them playing as if they're scattered. If I can go back to the game here, Supersport United, they were so scattered in terms of marking. And you can't do that because you are inviting trouble. Hence, you saw the likes of Saile and Nukovic were excelling. So defensively, we must just make sure that you fix the left back and the right back. So I would have loved to see Dylan Solomons or Zita Kunika in that game. But Dylan Solomons, for me, because of the energy, how they will try to attack. But defensively, they are also good at Sundowns, of which I'm expecting the return of Denis Onyango. And then Luis, I've been impressed by this player. I'm asking myself, why did Mamelodi Sundowns get this player called Luis Suarez? What a player. So when I saw him against Orlando Pirates, I'm like, why are they starting him? Because Orlando Pirates, they're a very pacey, hard-pressing team, but he was just comfortable. And he almost also scored in that game where he was denied by Sipo Chaine. So I felt, Mamelodi Sundowns have got a gem here. So the competition is just hard with the likes of Divine Lunga. You are also Oprimuti and Transmashiro. So this team is just something else. So for us, I think if we can just get a draw in that game, because I just don't see us going to win that game. So you can't beat Orlando Pirates and give Kaizer Chiefs because Orlando Pirates are second on the log. And if you can check statistically, they've beaten United, which is number 3 as well. 4 goals. Pirates, 4 goals. TS Galaxy were number 4, 4 goals as well. So that's too much. So this team is full of traumatization.
Yeah. It's a tough one. I think right now, lately, if you are a Sundowns fan, you need to just be confident and be happy, that your team is playing very well, and you're signing good players. Johannes just mentioned Suarez. He was like, he doesn't know where he was signed. I think Mamelodi Sundowns has got great squad, and I mean great scouters. Look at, for instance, there are players that we never knew where did they take them from. You can go back to Torelba, Castro, Saavedra, Serino, Suarez now. You've got Sales, you've got Allende, a lot of these South Americans that we don't know. But I don't know where is Chiefs and Pirates at that particular moment. And there's a big boost that the Mamelodi Sundowns are going to the Club World Cup, where they're going to get 900 million rands guaranteed. Understand? And when they come back there, I'm telling you, they're going to sign the gem only. While you are waiting for the free agent, while you are waiting for the competition there and there, Bona, they'll just bring just one player for 100 million, and then they just put him there. Look at Sales. Sales, a lot of people they were complaining, saying, Sundowns, wasting money and all that. He's now scoring goals. Even the coach, Miguel Cardoso, a lot of people, they thought he's a plumber. He was, struggling to score goals. He was winning 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, and people, they didn't think he's not losing. He's winning 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Now he's winning 4-0, 4-1, and he's not losing. He's not winning against the so-called smaller teams only. He's beating Orlando Pirates, who were on song. The team that didn't lose any game in the CAF Champions League. Managed to beat Al Ahly, at their own crowd. So Mamelodi Sundowns, I think you are doing. What is that you are doing good, Mamelodi Sundowns, that other teams they can't do?
From scout department, they are very focused. They know what they want. They know the system, and they involve everyone. That is why if there is something, they do it together. They involve everyone when it comes to setting up players, choosing the players, the system, and everything. That is why they were so successful when it comes to that. And then the competition, when they sign the players, they don't look at our league. They look at the Champions League, because they are competing with all Al Ahly or the North African teams. They do what North African teams are doing. That is why they will say, hey, the league is 10 million. Why you sign a player of 50 million? They are not there. They know what they want. They have got ambitious.
True.
They know what they want to achieve. And then coming into tomorrow's game, I think we need to move the ball very fast, especially from the back. Because those silly mistakes that we are doing recently, every game, one goal, it's not helping for us. We need to avoid that. When we move the ball, because it's our style to start a ball from the back, but we need to move it very quicker so that we can avoid such mistakes.
Beautiful. Let's wrap it up, my gents. I'd like you to each of you to give me your parting words and also your score predictions. Let me start with Neo, please. Just your parting shot and your score prediction.
Look, from my side, my parting words is Sundowns have got an interesting month coming up. Starting with Chiefs, then they've got Arrows, then they've got Amazulu, then they've got that reverse fixture with the mighty Buccaneers. So I think that because of the focus is solely on the league now, and then come April, then they have Esperance to worry about. I think they're going to take it easy on this one. They're going to take it smooth. They're going to want to wrap up the league, obviously, by now, but I think they're not going to have too much on their heads with regards to this match. As you said, there's also bragging rights coming into this one. But I think they're going to take it easy. If they win, which I think they will, unfortunately, it's going to be a 1. It's going to be a 2-1.
2-1-2.
2-1 Mamelodi Sundowns. Kaizer Chiefs will get an early goal to ruffle the feathers, but I think Sundowns will do what Sundowns does best. It's not even going to be a thing of Kaizer Chiefs are going to perform badly. It's just, it's going to be overwhelming for them. Yeah. That's
Wow, no, it's the first time I hear Kaizer Chiefs fans saying they're going to lose to Sundowns. I mean, that's a fair and honest prediction right there. And I know other ambitious Kaizer Chiefs fans will say, no, Neo's not serious and all that. But, we're talking reality here. We've seen, how Sundowns are playing and how Chiefs are playing. But, such games, you never predict. But Elliot, your parting words and also your score prediction.
Yeah, no, thank you for the opportunity. I think the game, it was very, very interesting. Interesting by the mistakes. Who's doing the mistakes gonna be punished? And as Kaizer Chiefs fans, they're making a lot of mistakes. Especially, I think they need to work on Mikel. Mikel is doing a lot of fouls, so unnecessary fouls. Then that thing is gonna cost us. So the unnecessary fouls are not needed in the game of Matthew, like that one. Peter Shaw-Lille is a danger. So we have to watch that guy. If you watch that Peter Shaw-Lille, make sure that Peter Shaw-Lille is not in the game. Oh, anything can happen, but winning for us, as he said, a miracle. You can escape with a draw. Yeah, but winning for Kaizer Chiefs is not going to happen. So, 3, Kaizer Chiefs 1.
Sundowns 3.
Yes, Sundowns 3, Kaizer Chiefs 1.
Wow. You, my lord. Join us.
Let's just conclude by saying that Miguel Cardoso definitely is the coach of the month for this wonderful February, because of tomorrow's the last day of the month. So I think he deserves the flowers, judging from how they've been doing this 4x4 thing. But looking into the game, I'm just worried that my young players will freeze. So I don't know, they're carried away when it comes to big occasions. Secondly, I'm just worried about Mamelodi Sundowns midfield. You look at Mukwena, a long ranger. Look at the kick off a goal he scored against Pirates. Lucas Ribeiro Costa always scoring against us. Ikram Reinas, as you know, he's the top goal scorer, Lucas Ribeiro, with 11 goals. Ikram Reinas on 9 goals. So Marcelo Allende is on form. So I think our midfielders must just make sure that they try to contain Mamelodi Sundowns, of which is not going to be easy. And you check Mamelodi Sundowns, currently they're unbeaten at home, of which team is going to beat them at home? It's not going to be easy. Like I stated that they've beaten everyone from the top 5 by 4 goals. So who are we? And we, like Elliot has mentioned, Inacio Miguel. So very erratic, unnecessary yellow cards. You look at Rishon Doti, yes, he's trying, but the combination is not looking like. I've been complaining that every game he keeps bringing them back. Why can't you sacrifice one of the two? Because I've never seen Given Musimango playing against with Inacio Miguel. I've only seen Given Musimango playing with Rishon Doti. Remember that game where we played 12 draw against Royal AM? That's where they both made errors, and I was just disappointed with, displeased with Given Musimango. Judging from how you made an error in the 10 minutes, that's this player Levi Mashian equalizing, of which we could have won that game. So I also would have wished Brandon Peterson can start the match, because yes, he's erratic, but against Mamelodi Sundowns, he doesn't concede so many goals like Bruce Voma does. The 5-1 comes to mind, the 4-0 comes to mind when we were coached, remember, by Arthur Zwane, where he made an error with Ngeza. The Serino was still a Sundowns player, exposed us. Abubakar Nasir, we also forgot to mention him when we read the number of players that the scout of Mamelodi Sundowns managed to find those players. For me, I think we'll lose this one by 2-1. It's just a deja vu of last season, how they defeated us at the very same Lucas Moripe Stadium. So for us Kaizer Chiefs fans, also I'll plead with them that whatever outcome, they must just take it, and they mustn't take it personal by throwing objects inside the pitch. But we all know Mamelodi Sundowns are just in scintillating form. Like I said, Cardoso is my coach of the month, and then Lucas Ribeiro Costa or Teboho Mokoena. One of these two must get a goal of the month. What a performance and what a month they've been, Mamelodi Sundowns.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much, Johannes. Glenn, can you please come in with your score prediction on your parting words?
Yeah, no, I hear you talking about Sales. Sales, like that player is good. I went to YouTube and check his video where he comes from, and then I see that he's a good player. So the things that adapting, sometimes it can be a problem. Not everyone can just adjust or adapt easily. So some people, it takes time, and remember that it's from South America. Plus, again, the weather condition is difficult maybe for him to adapt. But now you can see that he's coming more. Now when you get him, it's either he got goal or he assists. Now, so he is doing good. And then what I'm worried about is that Chiefs at the back, especially on left back, who are they gonna take? Are they gonna play Cross or are they gonna play Happy Mashiach? So, and another thing I'm worried about is that Mashiach. I think Kaizer Chiefs must just play those players like on the position that they are good. We mustn't change the position where, like, I hear people are saying Blom is good at right back, but according to me, he's good in the middle because of at the back he makes sometimes he become a little bit slow or something. And again, on the issue of Mart and Mutet, if you check, no matter when he got the ball, he goes there, he doesn't go forward. It's difficult to see him switching the balls. But if you check Mart, when Mart has the ball, it's good for Chiefs to make a counter attack. Because of check the switch that Mart normally passes, which is good. And if you check, I think that there was most of the ball that he was getting, it was from us. So much they love him to switch the ball. At least he can pass the ball. But with Mark, yes, he can mark and do some stuff. But in terms of when you have the ball, what are you doing with that ball? So I think if maybe they can balance that, something can happen. But as for Sundowns, flowers must be given to Miguel. Because of that guy, I think he brings the best out of us. If you check Luke Jabo Mukwe, he was playing with, but now it's something else. Look at Allende. When he has the ball, it becomes more dangerous. And now if you check, he's there in the box, he's supporting Roberto. You don't know. It's difficult for the when Roberto has the ball, it's gonna shoot, it's gonna run, or maybe it's gonna pass. And then we have Renas in front and Shasha. So it's gonna be difficult, and I feel sorry for Miguel. So first half, Miguel is gonna have a yellow card, and which is gonna make them to play under pressure. Which is this game, I don't wanna go details too much into it, but it's gonna be interesting. But I see Sundowns scoring more than 4 goals. If they may get 1 goal, but Sundowns, okay.
So are you saying you're gonna win 5-1?
Yeah, 5-1 is possible. It's possible 5-1. Once we score.
No, thank you so much.
If we score first,
it's
gonna be a problem. 5-1.
Yeah. No, beautiful. Thank you so much, Glenn. Thank you very
so
much.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's a big one.
If they're talking, I hear Johnny say talking about Peterson to be there. I think Bavuma, he will be good for that game. Yes, I know Bavuma is big, but remember, Peterson has that silly mistakes. If you check the last time we were playing at Lucas Moripe, first goal, I think the second goal where it was scored by, I'm no longer sure who scored that. I think it was about he gave us a goal. I don't remember that game very well, but I remember at the end, there was this ball that he was supposed to hold, and then he just leave it like that. So Peterson is good, but he has a silly mistakes that will cost shifts, and then it will cause the back line not to relax. And once the problem with shifts is that when any goalkeeper can be good, can be excellent, but as long as the back line is panicking and the back line is failing, the goalkeeper, you as a goalkeeper, you won't be relaxed. You'll become nervous when strikers have the ball because of now you're asking yourself, should I go out or the back line is gonna cover for me? So it's very much difficult for a goalkeeper to decide because of playing with a defender that is not good. So it's a big problem for you as a goalkeeper because if someone trouble, you have to look at, for example, William. William trusts the back line. If you check William, most of the time he doesn't concede a lot of goals, not because of his good, it's because of what the back line and the defense can protect. Yes. So at Chiefs, they don't have that thing. So they are goalkeepers. Check the game of Super Sport. The goal that was scored by I think it was Fogg, the one that they needed for, I think it was this guy. Go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That goal of check at the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper wasn't sure or not. This person, are they closing him? And then people are blaming the goalkeeper, but they forgot a goalkeeper. There's two people in front of him. He can't see. So how do you blame that person? So you see, it's gonna be interesting. But I see 5. Thank you.
But can I come in there? I think I'll blame the goalkeeper there because of Ogacheka. He parried the ball back to play. And you know the basics of a goalkeeper. When you parry the ball, you must parry it sideways. That's where I was a little bit concerned with Bruce Vorma. So also, I think another problem is that our goalkeepers are never vocal. That's why they always make mistakes. That's one thing I observed and picked up with Bruce Vorma.
I don't want to shout players. I'm sorry to say that. They're not like Kuni. You know, you see Kuni.
Vocal thing is only the problem. I mean, sometimes you'll hear him playing with his whistle to try, leave the ball for me. So Utumeno Kune was just a master class in that one, just like Ronan Williams.
Yeah. No, thank you so much, Jens. Last one, Matume, your parting ways and your score prediction.
I don't see Kaizer Chiefs scoring. We will win 2-0.
Sweet and short.
Yes.
No, thank you so much, Mafetu, and I really appreciate your presence anytime. And I really appreciate everyone of you here, Glenn, Neo, Elliot, Matume, Mudiwa. Thank you so much, Mafetu. I really appreciate your presence anytime. And to our viewers at home, thank you so much, for watching this episode until this time. And if you haven't subscribed, just please click that subscribe button and help us reach the milestone of 10,000 subscribers. After that, we're going for 20,000 subscribers. So thank you so much. Let's meet at Lucas Moripe Stadium. If you don't have a ticket, hey, I'm very sorry. But then you'll watch it on SABC One and Supersport TV. Thank you so much for you. Hola.